All right. How's that? Better? Gotta turn, gotta turn on that off the mute button. Does that? Happens with my phone takes over or something. So can you hear me now? Good morning. Good morning. I was singing too. I had a song for you guys and you missed it. Good morning. Dave Howard is here. All right. On a Monday. We love it. Yeah. Well, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We're back. We back in the saddle and back from Stonewater training out in Utah. It was great. We had learned a lot, pushed ourselves, all the things. And we left with we got a workbook and a bunch of homework. I told Phyllis I wasn't looking to have any homework. I don't typically do well with the homework, but Joe Spack, good to see you. Yeah, so we and I'll talk a little bit about it. We spent most of yesterday just sitting down and going over purpose and core values and standards, habits and goals, all this stuff. So, good morning, Amanda, and good morning, Jubal Williamson is here. Good for you. Good to see you, buddy. I miss you and your wife. Yeah, we spent a lot of time into the evening last night going over that stuff and getting some things hammered out, not just lip surface, not just talking about it, literally creating the documents. And so that was good. And I finished tuning my stuff up this morning. So good morning, Justin Kohler. How are you? Good to see you. And congrats on your event there. That looked pretty cool. Good photos of you guys. You guys clean up all right. Matthew Padron, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so we spent some time on that. We got to spend a little more time on it today. But one of my new non-negotiables is it's a 75 hard goal, which is to read 10 pages. So I picked up this book today, The Gap and the Gain by Dan Sullivan and Ben Hardy. If you haven't read this, I just got through the introduction, but pretty cool concept. Definitely worth reading. He's the same guy that wrote, they're the same guys that wrote Who Not How. So Clayton Cunningham, good to see you, man. Welcome in. This is hashtag live 365, and this is day 400 and I don't know, 60 something. I got to do some math here and figure out which day it is. And in a row, every single day since just before the end of 2024. 5 days before the end of 2024. Have not missed a day. And that includes being out in the middle of the desert in Utah with no signal. But for my friend Aaron, who we called Aaron, and he had Starlink. So he got us going. So anyway, we got, there's been some times where it's had to be in the evening. There have been some times when it's at the airport or in a moving vehicle or I don't know, under a vehicle somewhere, whatever. We get it done. So, and I thank you guys for showing up and supporting me in this effort. And I'll continue to be here as long as you guys will be. So, good morning, Elizabeth Greer from Natchez. Yeah, Jason Greenleaf from Vegas. All right, remember what happens. No, I won't. Good, perfect weather. Not bad here today in the beautiful small Maine town of Benedicta, Maine. It's 35 degrees and sunny. We're going to get a walk in here in a little while. And that 35 right now, she's balmy. She's balmy. We love it. So in this town full of 250 people. So we'll be moving to Sherman where I think they have 800. I don't know. So, hey, don't forget to check out the Summit podcast. And those of you that haven't been here before, my wife, Wendy, is on the back end of this, putting in the links under my name. So that's not me posting, it's hers. She just throws in the links, and we tend to support whoever supports us. So if you are on here and you have a business or you're a key player in a business, a manager, whatever, you want to promote yours, pop the link in. Okay, so everybody can check you guys out. No snow tonight, Jason. No snow. Good morning, Larry White. All right. We got Larry on here. We got Clayton. Everybody's here today. Good to see you guys. Amanda is new. Thank you for coming. Paul Tarasuk. Good to see you. Catherine Thomas. All right. Andrea Gooch is here. Guys are firing on all cylinders this Monday morning. So good to see you guys. I appreciate you being here. I kind of switched over and been posting this or streaming it on the Summit Coaching Instagram page. So I think it's taken people a little bit to pick up on that switch. But we stream to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and also now LinkedIn. So whichever platform you guys want to consume it on, it'll be there. So good morning, Rachel. Yeah, we had a wonderful Easter weekend. I hope you guys did too. Good morning, Christy. Willowbrook Builders just joined us on Instagram, almost as if on cue. Good to see you, Matt. Yeah, this group does rock. Thank you, Dave Howard. Dave's like one of our all-star members. He's here all the time, even when his work schedule gets in the way. So he used to take his breaks so that he could catch it. So that's commitment right there. Guys, we spent a lot of time yesterday individually, like literally in separate rooms, going over like what we took away from the event that we just went to. And I like to share just some things about that, just some thoughts. And I gotta work in a few mountain climbing analogies and hiking things sprinkled in there. And I would call it like a mountaintop experience. Like what we did was like going to the mountaintop, right? And the greatest danger of one of those experiences isn't the climb, okay? It's the return. It's the coming back down. Like most leaders go to a seminar or read a book or whatever, or take a challenge, do something consistently for a while. Then they come home or they get done and they just slide back right back into their old riffs, okay? And just slide back into the same old thing, okay? They have the view, right? Went to the top of the mountain, we got the view, but then we didn't do anything with it. We don't have the integration. So today we want to talk about how to bring the mountain back to the valley. I was sitting here yesterday in this very seat, like this, thinking about, man, like 2 days ago, I was staring at like 800-foot cliffs in Utah and pack rafting down a river. And now I'm looking outside going, I wonder when the rest of the snow is going to go. Wonder when the ice is going to go out. Right. So it's very easy to kind of forget about the inspiration and the motivation and like the view that we had in Utah. Very easy when we sit here, even though it's very beautiful where I'm sitting, but back in the grind, we're back in the house. We're back now. It's kind of in betweener seasons here in Maine. Okay. I don't know if, it's awfully easy to just kind of fall back into the old habits. Jess Novak, good to see you. It's okay that you're late, Ben. I don't think Ben's here, so you won't hear about it. So, Ben is our attendance person. So, yeah. So core concept, like closing the gap. And guys, I'm reading The Gap and the Gain, and it's kind of funny how I just happened to pick this up today, but also start talking about the gap. Okay. Tomorrow night on our free training, we're going to talk about the accountability gap. So if you haven't checked that out, if you haven't signed up yet, get into our free training tomorrow night. We're going to do the same thing Thursday night. Hey, if you want to come to both, perfect. We'd love to have you, but it's the same thing both nights. So check that out. Wendy is going to put the link in if she hasn't already. Dave Davis from Denver is here, as well as Victor Anthony. Good to see you guys. Tyler Kirk checking in. Check out his link as well. He can help you with your website, your digital footprint. If you think you're supposed to be getting leads and that your SEO is on point, it's probably not. So get a conversation with Tyler and get that stuff straightened out. All right. Don't keep sending a marketing company $2,500 a month for nothing, and make sure they can't validate it in any way. So there's the Stonewater training link coming in. Got the hat on today, flying the flag. Anyway, let's talk about the altitude sickness of leadership. Okay. Like when you return from a high growth summit, something like that, something like the Stonewater training event we just went to, the normal world can feel slow or frustrating, right? This is a critical moment, guys, right? You can either lower your standards, right, to match the environment, or raise the environment to match the new standards, okay? That's that transition layer, okay? I can't, like with our crew, I can't just shout out summit, right, to the team, to the clients, to the group, to the community, and have everybody just get it. There's got to be some integration, okay? And that integration is the art of translating your peak perspective, whatever you gained at the event that you went to or the book that you read or whatever, translating that, okay, into daily operating procedures and infusing that into your team or the people that are in your charge and in your care. Okay, because inspiration, you can get inspired, but good morning, Bill Hillstrom. Inspiration has a half-life, okay? it's a very short half-life. If you don't anchor your new insights into a repeatable habit within 72 hours of returning or getting done with something like that valley, that old spot, it's going to swallow them whole. And you just go back to that ho hum. This is what we do, and this is our routine. Okay, I changed up everything in the last 36 hours. Like everything's in play. What time I go to bed, how I sleep, what time I get up, what I do when I get up, what I put in my body. Okay, everything's in play right now. Okay, we got to anchor and adjust. Okay, if you look at it as like have a 3-item anchor. Okay, identify 3 non-negotiables you brought back from your ascent up the mountain, being going to an event or reading a book or meeting with somebody that's inspirational to you or that you respect. Okay, not 10 things, just 3. Write them down and anchor them to your existing calendar. Okay, write them down. These are the non-negotiables. This is what I will do. All right, and this is what I will not do or what I will not accept. This is what I will expect from the people in my life. This is what I will not accept from the people in my life. Okay. All right. Write it on the calendar. Write it someplace you can see it, or it didn't happen. Okay. I've got my black book, my habit tracker. It's over by the chair because I was writing in it this morning. Okay. Like we have to transition to that valley, right? And still make sure that we pull the environment that we had when we were inspired with us. Okay. Maybe take one high level concept that you've heard in the last 8 or 9 days, like maybe internal velocity or impact or something like that. Bring it back to your team or bring it to yourself. And from now on, we look at that. We that's our touchstone. Okay. Maybe it's something in the office where you say, hey, from now on, no email takes longer than 2 hours to respond to. No lead goes more than 5 minutes without somebody getting a call. Right? Things get addressed. It's immediate. We have a standard. Okay. And you can kind of build that as your base camp, like your what you touch back to. Right. And speaking of that base camp, I can't wait to build out my new office and my new space at the new house. Right. It's going to be cool. Like I have these things that I've put together in the last 36 hours, my purpose, my core values, my standards. I'm going to put those on a poster size, and they're going to be on the wall as prints so that I see them every day. Okay. If you have come back from something and you're inspired, change your environment to accommodate it. Okay. If you came back, you changed, but your environment didn't, you're going to be in trouble. Okay. It'll eventually win out, right? Change one physical thing in your workspace today to reflect a new perspective. Okay. Maybe hang something on the wall. Maybe print out your core values. Put them where you can see them. Put out the 3 things you're going to do today. Boom. Put them where you can see them. It can be on a sticky note or something like that. Bang. I've got mine right here. Boom. Okay. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to checking out the room that I'm able to set up at North Street where we end up moving. So I'm excited about it. I'm going to rebuild the bookcase, have the backdrop. But I'm going to have I'll have Jimmy's couch in there, and I'm going to have a spot where I can sit and do my thing. Yeah, we all keep coming here because we're inspired. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a quote. It says, after the ecstasy, the laundry. There's some Zen proverb, right? The takeaway there is that the ecstasy, okay, is the summit, the top, the view, right? The laundry is the daily business, right? Doesn't matter how far, whatever view you get, still got laundry, okay? All right. Enlightenment and leadership is found in how you do the laundry with a summit mindset, with the view mindset. Okay. Yeah, we got to do the laundry, but we're not taking our eye off the prize. Okay. Thanks, Rachel. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's going to be cool. So, hey, daily challenge, right? How about a 72-hour anchor? Okay. So your challenge today is integration. All right. I want you to pick one specific insight you've gained over the last 9 days or so in this series and turn it into a permanent rule of engagement, right? For your business or even for your personal life. Don't just think about it like, well, Bob said that. That was kind of motivating this morning. That was kind of cool driving down the road. And then it just goes out the window. All right. Don't just think about it. Build a process around it. Okay. Integration is the only way to make the climb permanent. It's the only way to make it's really the only way to honor the effort you put forth to get to the top or to get to where you're going or to learn the lesson, put the time in to make a change. You know, it's that old quote, nothing changes if nothing changes or something like that, right? Okay, guys. So don't waste those opportunities when you get a chance to level up, when you get a chance to get in the right room, which is where we were for the past several days. You get in the right room around the right people who want you to win. Make it pay. Make it pay. Okay. All right. Got a little fired up today for a Monday. So yeah, guys, definitely focus on the integration. All right. Don't just learn something and kind of throw it over your shoulder. Make it pay. Okay. Guys, if that was helpful to you today, pop a fist pump in the chat. Clayton, I want to thank you for coming. Amanda, thanks for being here. Wendy, thanks for putting in the links. You guys that all jumped on, super pumped. Now, listen up. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday the 7th, and we've got our free training, okay? You can call it a webinar if you want. If you're Maine, we say webinar up here, right? But it's not really a webinar, okay? Because a webinar is me just pointing at you and telling you what your problem is, what you need to do to figure it out, okay? That's similar to what I've seen anyway. A private training, I want you to come away with something. It's going to be interactive. We're going to do some live coaching. I want you to come to the call with the biggest constraint in your business. We're going to talk about it. Okay. We're going to talk about the accountability gap. All right. A lot of you guys know exactly what to do. You're just not doing it. I know that was the case for me several years ago. I knew what to do. It's no different than, say, your nutrition, right? Everybody knows macros. Everybody knows what to eat. Everybody knows what's good and what's bad. It's the gap, that accountability gap between where you're at and how you execute. Okay. So we're going to work on that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. All right. You can't just show up. You have to sign up. That's how I get all your information in my CRM. Tyler loves that. Go ahead and sign up. I hope you can come. I made it on Tuesday and Thursday just because, well, we didn't know if people would have time and we wanted to make it available for everyone. If it goes well, it probably will be something that I'll do once a month at least as a way to just give back, but also let people know who I am and what I do. Okay. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Bob Turner. I own Summit Coaching and Consulting, and I work with clients one-on-one, bi-weekly. And I also have a group that we're touching off tomorrow night called the Edge Live. Okay. It's a membership group. And it's one of the ways that I want to get coaching out to people that aren't in a spot where they can pay for high ticket coaching, but also want to be in the right room. This is the right room. Okay. And I want you to be in it. Be where somebody cares about you, where somebody's going to say hard things to you without making you feel like a dirtbag, and level you up and check on you and make sure you feel like part of a family. So that's what I'm trying to create. And we're back at it full strength. So show up tomorrow night, sign up today. Okay. The link is in there. Wendy, can you repopulate that link or repost that link just to get it again? Oh, there it is. Yep. Just scroll back just a little bit, guys. Hit that link. Hop in there. Okay. It doesn't obligate you to anything. Yeah. Am I going to talk about coaching and the group at the end? Yes, I am. Okay. Because I'm proud of it. And that's what we do here. Okay. But for the most part, it's going to be full on learning about the accountability gap, getting some accountability in your life. Okay. I did some work on the business and what I do and what I bring to the table and focused on what one word would best describe what I provide and what I deliver. And it keeps coming back to accountability. It keeps coming back to accountability and getting you guys where you need to be. Pulling things out of you didn't know you had in you, taking you to a place you didn't know you could go. Okay. By way of inspiration, by way of education, by way of motivation. Okay. Don't just show up, show out, Christy says. Yeah, good. Love it. Good to see you guys. I hope to see you on the training tomorrow night. Either way, we're going to keep doing this every day. Check out Stonewater Training too. Phil Kornichuk and the guys run a great operation. If you're thinking of going to a leadership event and leveling up and breaking down some barriers for you, check out Stonewater Training. They've got an event coming up. I think it's June or July in Yellowstone. I mean, it's amazing. So anyway, lastly, Wendy, could you put the link in for the review? If this has been helpful for you guys, or if you've jumped on here before and come away with something, or had a little bit more pep in your step by way of jumping on to the live 365, would you consider leaving me a review? I would love that. We're at 20. We're at 20 right now. The next check mark is 30, I guess. So, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, all the stuff. Okay, guys, I try to bring a little personal development, business development insight every single day. Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter, all week long, every single day. We don't miss a day. For that effort, I don't ask for anything other than just pass it along or share it with somebody. If you could share this, if you're on Facebook, hit the share button. That'll help me out a lot. We'll get more people on. Had a few new people today, which is great. Love to see you guys. Tell somebody about it. Amanda, thanks for coming. Clayton, thanks for coming. Steve Gerard has been coming on a regular basis. And we'll be looking forward to doing the live with you, Steve, tonight. So appreciate that. Looking forward to a great week here, guys. Don't forget to integrate. All right. If you're reading the book or going to the events, it doesn't mean a hill of beans if you don't put it to work. Make it pay for you. A lot of that stuff costs money. Make it pay. Okay. Give me a Google review if you wouldn't mind. It takes 2 minutes. I appreciate it. Guys, have a fantastic day. If there's something I can do for you, please let me know. Hit me up. Schedule a call with me. DM me. Send me a smoke signal. Something. We'll get to you. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace out. Later.